Wonder Tribe. Let's unlock our imagination. Today, we have a video about our inner child's greatest medicine. Now, what is that medicine? This medicine is something that we all want, that we all strive for, that when the day we are born, we crave this thing. And it's love. Whether that is giving out love and receiving love. Now, we all have an inner child. Every single one of us has a childhood experience, a person inside of us that we have that has been through either good things or bad things growing up. And in today's day and age, I would say it's been majority bad, right? So our inner child becomes damaged and it actually dictates every behavior that we have as an adult. So for example, if I was bullied as a kid, maybe it was through my mom, my dad, my siblings, my friends at school, whatever. I'm going to develop a scar from that. And if I don't ever work on that scar or have some medicine to put on that scar, when I get older, guess what? I'm going to be insecure. I'm not going to love myself. I'm not going to have good relationships with others because I'm going to need their validation because I don't feel good about myself. I'm going to project my wounds onto them. And it could all be from that one little experience that we had as a child. And it's crazy how these little things can shape someone from being a truly loving individual or an individual that is truly hateful and spiteful of everybody else. Now, why is love the best medicine? Because love is how the world works. We want love in everything we do. We want to love the work that we do. We want to have fulfilling relationships with other people. We want to have a love with a higher power, right? We want to be loved and give love, no matter who we are. So if that is damaged from the time we are a child, we need somebody or something to come in and give us that love. Now, the first thing we can do is give it to ourselves. But we are social creatures, so there's only so much we can do on our own. We're going to need other people who can come into our life and change the narrative on the things that we experienced. So if I grew up in a house that was very unaffectionate, if someone comes along and gives me a lot of affection, guess what? They're going to help me heal my wounds. They're going to let me finally put my walls down. They're going to help me be more vulnerable, the thing that we're all so afraid to do in today's day and age. So many of us are walking around with these childhood scars and we need that medicine. So let's get into a couple quick story times right now. All right, so there's two references I want to make today for this video. One being the anime Naruto and two being the movie The Proposal. Now, why do I pick these two? Because they are perfect examples of two protagonists who are in their respective worlds and they are damaged people, but then they have other people come in and give them that love that they've been craving for since they were children, right? So let's start with Naruto. Naruto is an orphan child. If you haven't seen the show, go watch it. One of the greatest animes ever. But the kid is basically has every reason to be evil. When he was born, his mom died giving birth to him, and then his father died protecting the village that they were in, right? So in the show, he has this demon thing put inside of him called a tailed beast. So he's ostracized by his village. Everyone treats him like crap. Everyone treats him like an outcast. And then there's a couple people in his life that come in that give him love. His sensei, Aruka, right? He gives them love that he's been craving so much. Naruto is an orphan, so he's a lonely child. But this guy comes with a pure heart and says, you know what, Naruto, I'm not going to treat you like everybody else. I'm not going to make you keep your walls up. I'm not going to keep you, not being able to be vulnerable with me. So you know what he does? He just loves on him, loves on him, loves on him. And that is the way that Naruto goes in the whole show, which paves the way for him to love on other people. It is insane how love is like a domino effect. If you love on someone, they will then start to love themselves and they will end up loving on someone. And it's just this big cycle that we end up doing. Now, that was just a brief little breakdown of Naruto. If you haven't seen it, like I said, go check it out. And now let's get to The Proposal. Main character, Margaret. In the movie, she loses her parents. So she's very tough. You know, people are calling her a witch. You know, they making fun of her because of how mean she is. And then her assistant ends up, you know, they have to do the thing, you know, she's about to get deported or whatever. She goes to see, you know, where his family and whatnot. And basically, she starts to see that love of that family that she never had. Her family starts loving on her. The assistant starts loving on her. So they start healing those wounds. So all those wounds that they have, they putting that medicine on it. They putting that love on it. And then eventually, guess what? She breaks down because she's like, man, like, I've been walking around hurting forever, and you guys finally gave me what I've been craving, which is that love. We all need it. Our inner childs are aching for it. So like I said, give it to yourself, and hopefully people will come into your life and give it to you as well. It is so important that we take our inner child and realize that the most important thing we need is love. But guess what? We have to be vulnerable to receive it. People can't love us if we always push them away. Sometimes they can because they're very strong and they're, you know, very emotionally intelligent. But if we always walking around with our walls, or always walking around with our scars, you know, we got to do certain things so that we can end up receiving that love to heal those wounds. We need to heal our wounds to be better as a society. So many people right now are hurting. So many people are walking around hurting other people because hurt people hurt people. But guess what? I always say, healed people heal people. Let's start that domino effect. Let's bring more love into this world and bring it to each other. So now I'm going to get into a quick little acting scenario inspired by this. Let's get right into it. Why does it hurt so much? I'm tired of having to be strong all the time. I just want to be loved, man. But every time I try, my heart gets stepped on. I'm tired. I miss her. It hurts too much. Why is this world so cold? I just want to be loved, man. Please help me. All right, so what I really want us to take away from this video is how important it is to heal these wounds. Now, I understand that it's much easier said than done, but I really want us to be able to cultivate love first wherever we are. So let's start by loving ourselves. Let's start by, you know, taking care of ourselves, going to therapy, becoming more aware so we can change our actions, you know, doing more things that we love to do that actually nourish our souls. Let's love on other people. Let's build communities. So if you have anything you could do today, try to walk more in love. Try to walk with the love of Christ every single day so that you can pass it on to someone else. Because guess what? Even the smallest things, a compliment, a smile, a hug, can do so much for somebody's inner child. We all have one and we're all hurting. We all suffer through the same things. We all suffer through the same emotions, just in different flavors and different variations. So can we do that for somebody else? Can we love someone and cultivate love where we're at, and then also be receiving that love when it comes our way, instead of pushing it and rejecting it? Because that's the stuff that's going to make the world a better place. Now, we need to do this. Like look at a dog. I love dogs because they're just so fun to be around. They're so excited and they can't hide it. Their tail starts wagging. But what about those dogs who've been mistreated? They have trust issues. They want to bite everybody. They're defensive, right? We don't want to make more evil dogs. But guess what? We all come out a blank slate, and we've all had to endure some situations that we probably didn't deserve. But I'm here to tell you guys that love is the answer. Love is the best medicine. Allow someone to come in and put those walls down, and allow yourself to go out to somebody else and build their walls down as well. So let's work on our inner child. Let's be more aware of ourselves, and let's cultivate more love where we're at. We all want to be loved based on who we are, and we all deserve to be. You know, from a young age, from our mothers, from our fathers, we've suffered so many scars, whether it be mistreatment, whether it be the loss, whether it be grief. You know, the thing is that there's somebody else in the world who has been through what you've been through. We've all been heartbroken. We've all been, we've not all been cheated on, but a lot of us have been cheated on. A lot of us have put our trust so much into something and have gotten it broken. But what we need to do is not hide behind that, because I know it's scary. Love and vulnerability is the scariest thing we could do on this earth, because guess what? You have to put your heart into the hand of somebody else, and they can either take it and build it or take it and crush it. And we have a lot of people who are hurting, so they hurt other people. But I promise you this, if you keep being vulnerable, if you can somehow detach away from the result and cultivate love wherever you're at, those people who will love on you will find you. And if it's not through people, you have God. And then and after God, you have yourself. So everyone, Wonder Tribe, we need to be cultivating more love. We need more medicine for our inner child. So to do this, LOVE. Love on yourself, love on somebody else, and let's start that domino effect of making the world a more loving place. Wonder Tribe, if you learned anything from this video, give me a like, a comment, and if you're new here, please give me a subscribe. It will help me a lot, tremendously. And let's keep growing this channel. Let's keep building. And thank you guys. See you soon. And let's continue to unlock that imagination.